So guys, welcome to another vlog. It's Friday the 13th. Yeah. Friday the 13th. And I wanted to do something scary for you guys, you know. I wanted to do something freaking scary. So I actually at first was outside in this really dark, scary place, and then I realized two things. One, it was dark and scary. Two, it was really freaking cold. I could have handled the scary part because, you know, for you guys I could have did it, but the cold thing, hell no. Like, it's freaking cold outside. Like, I'm freezing. For you guys back home that don't know, yeah, in Australia now, it is actually winter. Yeah. So back home in the States, it's summer, but in Australia, it is winter. It is freezing today. And which is weird because I'm in Queensland and normally it's a lot warmer, but yeah, it is freezing today, and I didn't bring a jacket, so there you go. So we're in the car doing a scary story. Now this story, just so you know, is based on true events. Okay, this is a story from my past. If you guys remember watching a couple vlogs ago, and I told you about Rachel and how we used to go and do the house hunting thing. Well, this is a story from those little expeditions that we used to do. So guys, welcome to Storytime. The name of this story is the Makeillegal house. So one day, we were just cruising around, you know. And like always, trying to figure out what to do, you know. And of course, Rachel has her big ideas, you know, like, hey, let's go house hunting, as she says, house hunting. Now, the reality is, we were never really going house hunting. We were freaking going ghost hunting. Yeah, that's right, ghost hunting. And so anyways, we heard about this house in a part of Australia, New South Wales. Okay, there's this house called the Makeillegal house. It's called the Makeillegal house because the actual town is Makeillegal, I think. And I think that's what it was. And but this house was freaking scary. Now, what we did, now just so you know, we first did, you know, we drove to this house, and we didn't go alone. Okay, we brought a crew. We bought backup. Like, obviously we weren't stupid, so we had, like, you know, like, I think it was like 3 of our friends come with us, so it was like 5 of us. And you know, we didn't, matter of fact, the first time we went, we might even had a few more people. But it might have been 5, I can't remember. But we had a crew, like we had a few people with us, man. And so we hopped in the car. We went to this house. We geared up. We had flashlights. You know, we had cameras. We were documenting this bad boy. You know what I mean? Like, we freaking was prepared. And so we freaking hopped into the car like brave freaking warriors. Started driving down the road to this Michelago freaking house. Gosh, that was like a really crazy thing to do, because guys, what happened next will totally blow your mind, and this is real stuff that happened, and I'm not exaggerating any of this. So here's what happened. The house had been boarded off, like fenced off. They had a fence and everything. They were trying to keep people out of the house. Now, we went to this house, okay? We had our flashlights on. We all jumped over the freaking fence to the house. And this house, mind you, it's this big, white, like, you know, one of those really scary freaking houses, like, that you see typical in a movie like Amityville or something. Like, I'm talking a really freaking scary house. It looked the part. It was in the middle of nowhere. Like, there was nothing else around it. Like, for ages. Like, you literally drive down this road, and suddenly, in the middle of nowhere, there's this house. Okay? In the middle of nowhere. And it is freaking scary as hell. Like, you wouldn't believe how scary it is. Like, it's just absolutely, like, just unbelievably scary in the middle of nowhere. And so it was really, like, crazy for us to, you know, do that. Like, to absolutely just go to this place. Because we had no, like, we literally were in the middle of nowhere. Like, the middle of nowhere. And I tell you, like, it was scary. I'll admit that. Like, you guys know, I tend to think I'm pretty, you know, like, you know, a bit tough, you know, a bit brave, a bit of a warrior, like, but this was in the middle of nowhere, and it was weird because, like, the house, there was tall trees only around the house, okay? But everywhere else, there was no trees whatsoever. There was no life. There was no anything. There was just complete nothing. Plains. It was just like I don't know, like fields of emptiness. And then suddenly just this house and there's trees around it. So it's crazy. If any of you guys have been to the Makeillegal house, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyways, we freaking climbed the fence. We had all of our flashlights on. We walked up to the house. Okay, all 5 of us walking up to the house. Okay, guys, you have to understand what I'm saying right now. We all walked up to the house. And at the same freaking time, all of our flashlights went dead. All of our flashlights went dead. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? All of our flashlights flickered and died. Needless to say, we freaking ran out of there. We freaking jumped that fence. My freaking girlfriend was like somewhere back there. And I was like, babe, hurry up. Like, and we all running like crazy, like seriously, we were freaking running like mad people, man, to get out of there. Jumped out of the fence, hopped in the car, freaking, now here's the other crazy thing. So we hop in the freaking car. By the way, this was my Beamer that I had. So my Beamer was freaking pimped out beyond belief. My car was reliable, okay? My car was freaking, it was a Beamer, first of all, so you know it was reliable. Anyways, we get in the freaking Beamer. We're freaking flying down the road. Next to the car, you could see like this kind of yellow looking, like golden kind of yellow, like light kind of thing following the car. I can't explain it. It was something gold, like something following the car as I was driving. We saw it to the left of the window. The other thing that was happening was right before we left the house, just so you know, before we left the house, I was in the car and we was going to drive off. On the second level of that house as well, we saw a light flicker on, and this is I can't explain to you why that's significant yet, because I'll tell you in a second, but just remember, we'll come back to that. But we saw a light come on. So anyways, we're freaking driving down the road. Now in the car, the dash in my Beamer went dead. Do you guys know, like, what's the odds really? My whole dash, okay, the lights, everything on the dash itself, like all the speedo, like everything on my dash went dead, yo. Do you understand? The lights, all of it just went out. This is whilst that thing was freaking chasing along the car. Anyways, guys, we freaking left, obviously. Now, because all of our flashlights and stuff went dead and stuff, and everything happened, like, we thought, I mean, that's kind of a coincidence for everyone's lights go. I mean, that's more than a coincidence, I should say. Everyone's lights dying at the same time, like, that's crazy, right? Like, I'm telling you this, and half of you probably not going to believe this, but this is what happened. So, anyways, we thought, this is crazy. It has to be a better explanation. Like, you know, we can't accept that. Like, it has to be some other reason this has happened. So, what we did was we decided to go back. Now, I know this is crazy, but we went back again. Alright. Videos going. This time, like, we literally started filming. We had the video, everything going. We freaking, like, had backup of flashlights. And we got these really cool flashlights this time that you actually wind up. Yeah, you wind it up and it lights it. So it wasn't even, all of them weren't battery this time, right? So anyways, we went back. We actually this time jumped the fence and we made it inside of the Makeillegal house. Now this is where it gets really freaking crazy. We get inside the house. The first thing you notice when you get inside is that there's no way to get to the second level. Do you understand? We're standing in like the main part of the house there, and there's no way to get to the second level because they've knocked the stairs down. The stairs are missing. There's no stairs to the second level. Okay, just seeing that was really crazy. Like, why is there no stairs to the second level? Like, this is crazy. So we then, you go back and remember when I said about the light in the window? How could there be a light on the second level? There was no stairs to get to the second level, right? Mind you, also, the power and all that wasn't even connected. Okay? And the other thing that is crazy is that while we were standing there, we heard what sounded like a shower coming on. Yeah. Picture that. Standing in a freaking dark, empty, freaking haunted house, and suddenly what sounds like a shower coming on to a level where there's no freaking stairs to get up to. And all that stuff was gutted. Like the house, like all that stuff wasn't there. So you understand, we're like, what the freak? Like, so we're freaking out as it is. Me and my girl, anyways, we go to this other room on the side, and we're like standing there in this other room, and we saw the shadowy thing just across the room. Like, we both seen it, and we both took off, and we're screaming, and everyone's screaming, and we all freaking took out of that house. We got out of that house. We freaking jumped fence. We hopped the car. We freaking got out of there. Okay, guys. Now, this is where it gets even crazy. We were videoing, okay, this whole experience this time. We were videoing, and so we actually went back to the house and we played the video, and we were playing the video, and all the footage was playing, and suddenly the part where we seen I'm just getting like total freaking the heebie-jeebies, the freaking goosebumps, whatever you want to call them. Like, just remembering this. The part of the video where we seen that shadowy thing go like that, that part of the footage flickered, right? And it skipped completely that scene and jumped to where we were at the gas station. Like, it totally didn't record whatever that was. It skipped it. It made it so it didn't record it. Like, yeah, like something was definitely happening there. Like, seriously, guys. Like, so I don't know. One day, and I can't remember. I think this was just randomly decided to drive by there during the daytime, just to kind of see during the day what the house was like. And from the daytime, I parked on the side of the house, and you can't light couldn't penetrate the windows, and it's the weirdest thing. Like, we was trying to look inside, it was all darkness. Like, you can't see in the house. It was darkness. Like, you know, usually like you've got windows on a house or something, like in the light you can kind of see inside the house from the light and stuff, you know. You can't see nothing in that house. It's the freakiest thing, man, and the scariest freaking thing ever. So like that time when we after that kind of all that kind of stuff happened, you can't even see anything. So we was driving around the area because we wanted to know more about this house, and some locals told us that I found out there's like a couple, no, it was actually two sisters who lived in the house or something, and I think they both ended up dying in the house. I'm not sure how they died, and I don't really remember exactly what happened to them, but I'm sure they were two sisters and they died in the house. I think, don't quote me, but I think that's what happened. They died in the house, and maybe that's who's haunting the house. I don't know, but guys, definitely a real haunted house. And if you're ever in New South Wales, look up this Makeillegal house, and I'm pretty sure the name of the town is Makeillegal. What I will do is I'll just Google that when I go and edit this footage, and if there's any other information that I can give you guys, I'll put it in the description for you guys, and you guys can read about it. But hey, look, anyways, that's the Michelago house story. This is a real story. It's not a make-believe story. I didn't make the story up. This is a true story, and everything that we experienced happened exactly how I said it happened. So like, and the best thing about this is that I wasn't alone. So my girlfriend, she experienced this. Okay, so like we can confirm this experience. And I've got, gosh, there's so many scary stories, guys, like I could tell you, but I'll save them for another story time. But I think the next scary one I will tell you, and I think it was called like maybe Captain Cook, or no, Cooktown or Cook Point. I can't remember the name. But this other scary story I want to tell you guys is freaking off the tap. And I'll just tell you quickly because it's not really that long of a story. But now I'll save it because this blog is already kind of long. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. But yeah, I've got another scary story. And actually I got a few. But I'll share this other story. I just want to remember and remind myself, because right now it's fresh in my brain, the story, like I was just thinking about it. So yeah, that's another Rachel story. Anyways, we've got a few. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you, and enjoy your Friday the 13th. Next time, maybe I'll be able to go and somewhere a bit more scarier and film it, but yeah. We'll see what happens. Much love.